welcome back to Random Things with BK. Today I'm going to show you my upgraded air system that I've been working on in the Random BK Studios over the weekend. And we're going to do, we'll show you how I made a few of the ends and stuff like that to finish connecting it up. But it all starts off with my air compressor. I just have this 5.5 Husky compressor that I've had for a really long time. It works fine for me. It's a little lacking sometimes for like sanding or that type of stuff, but for the most part it works great. I did switch out the coupler to this new Merlin that I got from Harbor Freight, and it's the safety coupler, and it's also 5-in-1, so it can handle 5 different air chucks. So that's pretty cool. I purchased a kit off of Amazon that came with all the fittings and the hose, and we'll put the links to all this stuff in the description because I wanted to actually pipe the air to, and this is my upgrade, to 2 hose reels. So I have one there and one over there, so now I can have air on both sides of my shop. The kit's pretty handy. If you come around here, you can see it comes with these little distribution blocks. So I just got a hose. I run my hose to my distribution block, another 5-in-1 safety coupler. And these couplers are nice because you can actually release the pressure off of them like this. And then once you take it off, you just push it in and pull the coupler back, and it puts the pressure back on. And then I put a on-off here so that I can turn the air onto the reels or turn it off from this point. And then you can see I started piping it. Now the kit's cool because it comes with these PEX style connectors. So you just push the pipe in, and I'll show you that in a second. Actually doing it, but you push the pipe in, and then I bought these little black clips at my local hardware store, and I used those to attach the piping to the wall and to the ceiling, and then I brought it all the way around. If you look up there, you can see, Rogers, I used the kit comes with elbows and T's, and so I used a T right there so that I could bring the line in and then carry it onto the other reel. And then I'm using elbows to make the connection into the actual reel, which we're about to make our last connection here in a second to this reel. So we can work on that. So the kit I bought came with 100 feet of hose, which was more than what I needed, but will allow me to expand in the future if I need to. It also came with a whole bunch of connections, which is very nice, and elbows and T's, and it even has some shutoffs, more distribution blocks if you needed them, a lot of different stuff. The one thing that it didn't come with is the reels, the hose reels that I got at Harbor Freight. They have a 1/4 inch inlet, and all the connections for this, these connections here, which accept the pipe, are 3/8. So I had to go back to Harbor Freight and get this reducer set, and we're going to need one piece out of there, which is this here. So this piece here will accept the 3/8 and then has the 1/4 to go into my hose reel. So I'm going to put this on here first. I'm going to take my wrenches and tighten it down. Just easier to do this on the ground. Another thing on this kit was that the ends, they came already set up with thread sealant, so that was kind of nice. didn't have to do those ends, but we do have to do everything else. So I'm going to put some thread tape on our male end here. And when I'm doing that, I like to go around like a couple of times to get a decent little buildup so that it'll screw in nice and tight. And then I just pop it off like that. All right, so now I'm gonna, I already know because I've already measured, but I need about a 2-inch piece of pipe to make my connection. So I'm gonna show you how easily this pipe cuts and is to work with. Now, one nice thing too is that this kit came with a cutter for the pipe, so it makes it super easy. You just put it in here, get it lined up on your mark, and just push down like this, and boom, a piece of pipe. And I'm going to show you this down here because up there it'll be harder to see. You can see this connection here. There's some little teeth in there. So I just take this and I push it in like that, and now it will not come back out, and it's sealed. So I'm going to go up there and make this last connection. All right, so now I'm just tightening this down into the hose reel. So maybe we won't have no leaks. I'm going to take my hose, I'm going to push it into that connection, and then I should just be able to take my elbow and do the same. And now we're good and connected. So now we're ready to pressurize the whole deal. And I'm going to do that by just turning on my air here. And we got problems. So something is leaking somewhere, and I got to figure out where. All right, so the only problem was when I connected the elbow on the other side here, I didn't get the hose far enough down into the elbow, so it was allowing it to leak. But now it's all taken care of. And the nice thing about these hose reels is I can just reach up, grab it, and I've got 50 feet of line at my disposal. So super nice, super handy, and completely out of the way when I don't need it. Hopefully this was helpful, something that you could do in your own shop. Super easy, no major tools that are needed. All of the parts came from either Amazon or Harbor Freight. I did that on purpose because I wanted everything to be accessible and sort of easy and on the more budget side. For a just home hobby shop, this is all perfectly fine quality. You know, if you're running a professional shop, obviously it would pay to purchase higher quality components because you're going to be using them day in, day out, and you're relying on them to make your living. But for your home shop, when it's a hobby, if something breaks, it's not as big of a deal. And so it allows you to have a little more budget-friendly setup. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day.